Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on this Make With Me video where we're going to be making these adorable origami lucky stars. If you haven't already, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot, so let's get making. So first up, you're going to need some paper strips. You can use colours, plain, whatever you like, patterned. These are all 1 centimetre. And first up, you're going to create a loop. And as you can see, the left hand piece is on the top. I then make it longer and I push it through. So it's sort of like tying a knot. So you can see I keep moving it along to make it tight and pulling it through. You want to make this as accurate as possible. You want those corners nice and sharp. So just keep tweaking, pushing it through and pulling it down on the end, so you can get points at the end. And obviously, as you can see, the right hand piece is quite short because we'll be working with the long tail end. So once I'm happy, I have just pushed down, and you can see here I'm going to end up with a pentagon shape with 2 tails. First, the little tail I've turned to the back, and I'm just going to fold it down across the back in line with one of the edges before coming to the front. And then with the long piece going the opposite way to the little one, I'm folding it along the bottom edge. I've turned my pentagon upside down, so the bottom is now the top, just to make it easier. I'm then going to turn my pentagon over and then line it up with the next edge. It's nice and flat, and we just keep doing this. So I've turned it back over, I'm lining up along with the next edge, and then folding the edge. Make sure each time you do one of these folds that the fold over the edge is a nice tight fold, so you get a good crease, and just keep going. I've noticed when I do it and how I remember which way I'm folding is, so that one I've just done was to the right hand side of the pentagon, the next one is more to the left hand side of the pentagon, and then again we're back to the right hand side. That's how I remember which way I'm going each time, so I know which edge I'm going to fold to. But just keep folding. The amount of times you do this will depend on the length of the paper strip you've got. So just keep going until you have run out of paper. So as you can see, I've got to the end here, and my last little bit that folds over isn't really long enough to do anything with. It's certainly not long enough to tuck in, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim that off, and I trim the length so it's just shorter than the edge of the pentagon that I've got. And then what you're going to do is along the edge that you've just folded, you can see where I've just put my nail, there is a gap underneath, so you're just going to feed that tail underneath both pieces that are there. So you want to feed it in, make sure it's all through, and then fold it tight, making a good crease. I like to go over all of mine at the end there and just make sure all the edges are folded tight. So for the making it into start, make sure you're using your thumb and forefinger on the edge of the pentagon. That's really important. And then using your nail on your other hand, you press in to make an indent to make the star, and then just keep rotating it. So each time you can see my left hand is on the edge of the sides, and my right hand I'm using my thumb to indent in to make my star. I sometimes will go around and I'll just pinch on each of the points just to make them nice and sharp, make them nice and neat. But that's it. That is how you make a lucky star. You can make this for yourself, you can make them as gifts. They are super cute, and depending on your paper size depends on how big your stars are. So go and enjoy. I wish you luck, and I hope you enjoy it.